Happy Halloween! Love Nikki has a contest going on. Scare Momo. Tell a scary story in 50 words or less. The shorter, the better. So I submitted my own story. If you want to submit yours, check out Love Nikki on Facebook, Insta, and Twitter to answer. But I've also been so addicted to reading your spooky stories. Like, the Love Nikki community has such good and funny writers. I want to read some to you. So over here on Twitter, here's mine. Nikki's cat Momo sensed the house's dark history. One night, they heard a girl's laughter in the attic. They went to investigate and found their old friend Lunar, who died years prior. Oh, yeah, so that's the one that I wrote. Let's read the others. I took care of my nephew in a hospital months ago. When the night comes, I heard some babies crying so loud. Then the other mother woke up and told me, do not go out there to see what you hear. If there's really some problems, the nurses will solve them. This sounds like a true story. That is frightening. Here's another. Me and my friend wanted to make some money, so we went to the motel. The manager, Joe, told us to sort storage room. When we returned to the reception for cash, there was a different worker. When we asked where's Joe, he told us Joe died 2 years ago. What? Is this a prank? If this is a prank, this is not funny. Here's one from Faith Smith. As I lay in bed, I hear a voice call my name from downstairs. I try to croak out a response, feeling a brisk chill run down my spine. I try to move, but my body is frozen on the mattress as the realization struck me. I live alone. Yeah, I've been there, but I always think, oh, it's probably my neighbor. Or is it? The next one by Honey Brownie. Late at night, a shadowy figure emerged from the closet. Its paled, twisted face whispered, I've been waiting for you, sending shivers down my spine as you realize it was your childhood imaginary friend you had long forgotten. Well, I guess you remember them now. Here's another one by Honey Brownie. In the moonlight, the old abandoned house beckoned. Its creaking floor whispered secrets, and as I approached, a shadowy figure appeared in the window. I froze, heart pounding, but when I turned to flee, the figure was behind me, whispering, you can never leave. Oh, man. Up next, we have Slay Soul Sister. The darkness. Even Time's fingers, not finding purchase, had slipped silently from the room. The man scoured every inch by hand, found nothing. No door opened, yet a change. Breath down his neck. Someone was there with him, waiting. Ooh. Here's one by Mickey. 6 months ago, after finding out that I had a deadly disease and I only had 1 year left to live, I made a deal with the devil for 3 more. Yesterday, scientists announced they found a cure. Oh, unlucky! Oh no, that's terrible. A Momo awakes on Halloween to find that no one remembers what grilled fish is. And worse, it has been replaced by grilled asparagus. Oh no, this is a horror. This one's by Ginny. It's a dark and stormy night. Momo is heading back to his friends after trick-or-treating and sees a shadow approach from behind. Boo! A ghost appears. Moments later, Momo realizes his grilled fish flavored candy has vanished. Oh, what a cruel ghost. Next story. Oh, this is a poem, I think. This one's by T. She may feel alone, but that's not the case. It waits for the chance to take her away. Poor little girl. Is her last dream. She's closing her eyes, knowing it here. I love that this rhymed. Once I saw a man pass through my kitchen window, but there was no one in my house. The spooky thing was that he turned to see me, and I was very scared. Please, Marielle, do not tell me that this is real. That is scary. Next one's by B. You have been studying hard for your exam, but in the morning you half asleep switched off your alarm, resulting in you failing the whole subject. Oh my gosh, I still have nightmares about this from uni. Oh my gosh, that really is scary. Next, Aqua Girl. My eyes are open, yet my body won't move. I see people moving yellow tape around me. I want to say I'm awake, but the words run deeper into my stomach. As the officer squats down staring right at me, He gives me a smirk as he closed my eyelids. Oh my gosh, this officer is corrupt. Up next, smiling Peony. Momo, I'm glad you made it to the Halloween party. You're a little late, but oh, the grilled fish is gone. So is all the barbecue. What's the point of being here? Let's go. We're gonna bounce. This one is by Mion. If we are all here, Nikki, Momo, Marina, and Aeon, then why is there a Nikki standing at the door knocking? It's by Jin Jin, dressed as Nikki. They're pretty much twins anyway. Next story by Roll Eyes. A guy lives with a roommate. One night he was alone in the dorm with him. He was talking to him and prepared food for him. When he went to his room, he found nobody. The next day he asked his friend about him and they told him that he has no roommate. Two possibilities. A ghost or a break-in. They're both terrible. When I was 9, me and my family were preparing to go to the supermarket. My mom had to check the gas, so I followed her. And when I went to grab my bag, I swear I saw it flying by itself. And when I looked, it dropped. What kind of sorcery is this? Next story by Gabu. I woke up twice during the night with my fan falling off the furniture by itself for no reason at all. Earthquake? I don't know. Where I live, there's a lot of earthquakes, so I always blame an earthquake when something falls. Next one by Nelboni. Finished daily task, but forgot to claim the diamonds and just remembered it was 5 o'clock. I hate when this happens. This happened to me before, and rip diamonds. Next one by Lysander Keiko. You suddenly lose sight of the big spider. Happened to me just today. I was going to get the paper, and then all of a sudden, the spider's gone. I'm like, what? Where'd it go? And I tried looking and it wasn't there, and it's somewhere in my house. That is frightening. Up next by Minus S. Momo wants a midnight snack, but when he opened the fridge, oh, the ground fish was gone! No, how could that have happened? I was about to finish the suits. I have one more piece. I went to the shop to buy the materials, but I was 1 diamond short. Do competition. Look for that 1 diamond in the competition. Just like all the entries, and then open the reward box, and fingers crossed it's going to be diamonds, because the competition actually has a really high chance. I think it was like 40% chance or something. Next story is by Mirai_LN. Hey, she's my neighbor. A scary story in 3 words. LN, shut down. Don't say that. Oh my god. Yeah, it is scary. Like, we've heard of Love Nikki C server shut down. We've heard of the Thai server shut down. We've heard of Indonesia server shut down, which I'm still so shocked about the Indonesia server. If Love Nikki really shuts down, that would indeed be frightening. Here's one by Sasha LN. Love Nikki hasn't updated a lot of their in-game stuff, yet keeps bringing in new stuff and expecting people to pay more while it streams in the distance. Yeah, this was a reality like 2 years ago. I am glad they're bringing new features now. Up next by Mindro Karina. When Momo wakes up, he realized that he is not on Earth anymore. His first thought was that there won't be any fish anymore. Oh no, what would you do without your favorite food? I realize a lot of these stories are about Momo losing his grilled fish. Up next by SQV. Once upon a dark and stormy night, there lived a cat, wearing a cape, and his friend Nikki in a dark tower deep in the forest. Despite the Nikki's warning, the cat tried to summon a big grilled fish, but the cat made a terrible mistake in his incantation. And instead of a grilled fish, he raised a powerful spirit that has 2 broom ponytails named Popo and was doing unspeakable acts of evil. But in the end, Nikki just woke up Momo from his sleep. That's actually a funny story. I giggled. A girl fell in love with a good-looking guy at first sight. The guy killed her with just 1 bite, and as she lost all her blood, she was being covered in mud. The whole world closed in on her, leaving her unable to utter even a word. And that is the start of the movie Twilight. Wait, I think I heard this story before. Next. Momo ate a mysterious grilled fish on a Halloween night and got turned into a ghost. Now he can't even touch grilled fish. Talk about eating. On top of that, Nikki can't see him. What could get even more scarier than not being able to see your favorite dish or talk to Nikki? Yeah, not being able to talk to Nikki is super scary because Momo is a talker. He needs to talk to someone. I'm next by Carla Cinto. This is a myth from Pigeon Field. Sightings from one man who was found by it and survived to share the warning. The closer the whistling, the farther away it is. Yet, if you stop hearing his melody, it's too late. It's caught you. This looks like a horror game. Up next by Fuwex. Accidentally pressing buy 10 in a Pavilion Fantasy, and to make it worse, most of the items were duplicates. This happened to me before. So sad, so sad. Up next is Beelzebub. In the dead of the night, when the world is asleep, a chill runs down your spine and your heart will weep. The trees creak and groan, their branches sway, as if they're desperately warning you to stay away. Ooh, it rhymed. That's awesome. Up next by Madeline. Momo was eating his grilled fish before suddenly a ghost came and snatched it up. The ghost began to fade and disappear, leaving Momo with no grilled fish. Bruh, if anyone steals my food, I would be so pissed. I'm next by Carry a Dream. You keep pulling in a Dreamweaver Island, but you already own the spirit. I saw this happen to someone in my comments, and I'm just like, oh, I feel so sorry for you. Like, when did you notice? Maybe after 3,000 diamonds, like when you're supposed to hit pity, but it's still not there. Oh, I'm so sorry. Next one by Sasha. In a forsaken asylum, malevolent whispers fill the air. A grotesque figure, half human, half demon, roamed the decaying halls. Its jagged claws sought the lost souls that dared enter. Dude, you are a good writer. Those unfortunate fews were mutilated and devoured, their agonizing scream forever trapped in the wretched asylum's haunted echo. You should be an author if you're not already an author. That's a good writing. There's an urban legend in some places where children are asked to not play any games at 3 a.m. If you scream, "RNG gods, bless me," before pulling in a gacha, a mysterious figure called your mom will appear. Oh, that is not spooky. That is funny. I love this. Up next, Terry. Love Nikki is undergoing maintenance, and you realize that you have been reduced to a breathing, sleepless corpse with no reason to live now that the thing that brought you happiness is gone. Oh man, remember back then when Love Nikki used to have like, what was it, 8-hour maintenance? Yeah, I was so sad. Up next we have Estelle. The little girl was walking alone in the dead of night. Why? Not even she knows. Under one of the street lamps, she saw a little boy appearing suddenly in her sight, smiling with a wide grin, but without eyes or nose. I think I've heard this story before. It's like a Japanese spooky story. Oh my gosh. Marie says, alone in my room, I sneezed softly. Bless you, said a voice. You live alone? Like no one just came home? And oh my gosh, that's spooky. Alexander Hill says, every night I dream of being buried alive, and every morning I wake up covered in dirt. When your nightmares are way too real. Up next by Vanessa Wang. I always thought that my cat has a staring problem since he always seems to be looking exactly at my face. Until one night, I realized he was always looking behind me. Oh, my cat does that too. I always think he's just like focusing on stuff. Yeah. See, translation. Monday morning, I wake up to a phone call. I go to the bathroom and I see myself in the eyes. It's your clone. Yeah, it's totally your clone, not you. you're totally alive. Thank you so much, Facebook Translate, for this. Up next by Katarina. Don't go to the dark woods with many precious buried goods. One hears whisper among the vines that sends to shudder down your spines, and heavy creepy footsteps can be heard, but turn around and no one's there. And final but not the least, bright airy lights can leash out sinister beasts that swallow you without a fight. Spooky Halloween. Woo! Dude, I love these rhymes. Up next by Lurica. My mother says my name at night. I winced because she has died 2 years ago. Wait, I think that if your mother passed away and you hear your mom, that's a good thing because I love my mom, you know? I'm always happy to see my mom. Up next, Sarah says, my dog yelped. She started limping. Veterinary! Oh my gosh! Yeah. The other day, my cat got sick, and yeah, this is frightening. The vet bills ended up being 1,400. I will never recover from that. Up next. Around midnight, my doggy pulled my blanket when I was sleeping, and I told him to stop pulling my blanket, and he pulled it again and again. When I had enough, I got up to scold my dog when I suddenly remembered that my dog has died a month ago. Yeah, and again, maybe it's just me. If I saw a ghost of someone that I cared about that died, I think I would be very happy because I love them, you know? And yeah, that's all the stories I'm going to read today. What the? Oh, that is frightening. Happy Halloween. Subscribe or I'll delete your Love Nikki account. Peace, peace.